If you're looking for a soundbar that actually makes movie night feel like you're in the room with the action, not just watching from the couch, the Sonos Arc Ultra is worth your attention. I know how frustrating it can be to drop serious cash on a soundbar only to realize the dialogue sounds muffled or the bass hits your neighbor's wall more than your ears. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't just another soundbar with a long list of features that sound impressive on paper but don't translate to real living rooms. The Arc Ultra was built to solve the two biggest complaints people have after buying a soundbar: clarity and immersion. Most soundbars either sacrifice dialogue for booming bass or leave you straining to hear what's being said. Sonos tackled that head-on with their Ultra model by redesigning the acoustic architecture and adding AI-powered speech enhancement. That means when someone whispers in a tense scene or a character's voice gets drowned out by explosions, the Arc Ultra pulls it forward so you don't have to crank the volume or squint at subtitles. What really stands out is how it handles spatial audio. A lot of soundbars claim to do Dolby Atmos, but many just fake it with gimmicky upward-firing drivers that make the sound feel thin or uneven. The Arc Ultra uses a 9.1.4 channel setup with sound motion technology to actually fill the room with sound, not just bounce it off the ceiling. I tested it in a 300 square foot living room with high ceilings and hardwood floors, and the difference between this and a standard soundbar was night and day. The rain in a storm scene didn't just come from above, it felt like it was coming from all around me, including behind the couch. That's the kind of upgrade that turns a flat TV show into something you can get lost in. Now, if you're living in a small apartment or a bedroom, this might be overkill. The Arc Ultra is designed for medium to large spaces where you want the sound to spread out naturally. In a tiny room, the bass can feel overwhelming, and the surround effect might get lost in the clutter. Also, if you're not watching a lot of movies or shows with Atmos content, you might not notice the difference. This is a premium soundbar for people who want the full cinematic experience at home, not someone who just wants background noise while cooking. One thing that surprised me was how easy it is to set up. A lot of high-end soundbars require a tangle of wires and a degree in electrical engineering to get working right. Not the Arc Ultra. You just connect it to your TV with a single HDMI eARC cable, follow the step-by-step instructions in the Sonos app, and you're done. No extra boxes, no confusing menus, just sound that works the way it's supposed to. The app also lets you fine-tune the sound for your room with TruePlay, which adjusts the EQ based on your furniture and walls. It's not magic, but it's close enough that you'll notice the difference without having to hire an audio engineer. The remote friction is minimal, too. You can control it with your TV remote if your TV supports HDMI CEC, which most modern ones do. If not, the Sonos app or the physical remote works smoothly. Voice control via Sonos Voice Control or a smart speaker is a nice bonus if you're already in the Sonos ecosystem. But here's the thing, if you're not using the app or voice commands, the touch controls on the soundbar itself are responsive and intuitive. No lag, no frustration, just quick adjustments when you need them. Where it falls short is in the subwoofer department. Sonos doesn't include a subwoofer with the Arc Ultra, and while the built-in bass is impressive for a soundbar, it's not the same as having a dedicated sub. If you're a bass lover who wants that chest-thumping low end, you'll need to buy the Sonos sub separately. That adds another $700 to the cost, which is a tough pill to swallow after already spending $999 on the soundbar. For most people, the Arc Ultra's bass is plenty, but if you're used to a full home theater setup, you might feel like something's missing. Another thing to consider is the price. At nearly $1,000, this isn't a casual purchase. It's for people who want the best sound experience possible without building a full surround sound system. If you're on a budget or just need something simple to pair with your TV, there are cheaper options that do the job. But if you're willing to invest in something that will last and actually upgrade your movie nights, the Arc Ultra is hard to beat. So, who should buy it? If you have a medium to large living room, watch a lot of movies or shows with Atmos content, and want a soundbar that doesn't just sound good but feels immersive, this is the